Hello and good morning, dear students. Today we are starting our another class of science. In this class, we will discuss the another part of chapter 8, body movements. In our last class, we have discussed about joints, ball and socket joints, hinge joints, pivot, fixed, rib cage, and skeleton. Means we have discussed about some movable joints and some immovable joints in our body. And today starting from the backbone. The backbone is the bone starting from the neck and skull. There are small bones called vertebra. The backbone contains 33 vertebrae and these are joined to rib cage. Backbone is S shaped. So backbone starting from the neck and skull means the pelvic joint or pivot joint. So the backbone starts from the neck and skull part, means it's pivot joint, and behind this pivot joint it is backbone, means the starting point of backbone is this one where the skull and the neck bone are joined, and behind this pivot joint it's backbone. Have a clear look at the backbone. It's the starting point, means it's the neck part, and below it is connected with the waist part. It's a little bit bent at this place, so it is called S shaped, means the shape of the backbone is S letter of the English alphabet. This backbone have 33 vertebrae, means it is made up of these circular bones, so there are 33 in number. So these 33 number is called the vertebra of the backbone. The backbone plays a very major role in our sitting, means while we are sitting straight, we are sitting on our support of the backbone. So backbone provides us support to sit straight on a table, on a chair. We are sitting with the help of the backbone because it provides the support to our body. And this backbone is connected with the rib cage, means the protection or the covering of the heart and lungs. So rib cage is a cover of heart and lungs which protects heart and lungs from the outer harms. Have a look of the rib cage. It's rib cage and behind this you are having a blank surface, means ये जो blank part है यहाँ पे क्या situated होती है, backbone. So this part is the blank part of backbone, and backbone is situated behind the rib cage, or we can say it is connected with the rib cage. Now next, starting from the shoulder bone, these are situated on the upper side of back and neck. The shoulder bones are situated upper side of the back and neck. The bones of limbs are joined with it, means we have discussed in our last class that ball and socket joints. So this shoulder bone have a ball and socket joint. Our shoulder works as a socket and our arm bone works as a ball, means it fits inside the socket, so it fits inside the shoulder. So shoulder bone and arms bone are connected by ball and socket joint. The next is skull. It includes the portion of head where brain is present. So we can say skull is the protection of the brain. So skull works as the bone of protection, and skull creates a covering for the protection of brain. It includes bones of face, nose and jaws, means face, nose and jaw bones are part of the skull bones. And we have discussed yesterday that the skull bones are immovable joints, means immovable joints are present inside the skull bone. The next one is cartilage. As cartilage, these are situated with the bones, but these are not hard, as we know that bones are very hard because these are made up of calcium, but cartilage are not hard as bone, they are very soft. For example, ear part which is soft is made up of cartilage, means ear part, the pinna of our ear is made up of cartilage. The nose is also made up of cartilage. So cartilage works as a soft part. It protects our bones from rubbing on each other. Means it creates a jelly like layer between our bones and protects our bones from rubbing, from damaging each other. Next, moving on to the muscles, as these are made up of contractile tissue. Means muscles are made up of tissues which are contract and relax. Means they have a movement of contracting and relaxing. It has the ability to contract and relax. During contraction, muscles become smaller in length. As whenever a muscle contracts, its size decreases. Two muscles work together at one time. If we want to move our bone, then contraction of one muscle and relaxation of other. Means while there is a movement in bone, there is contraction and relaxation of muscle also takes place. Muscles are present in limbs, thighs, etc. Have a view of the muscles situated in the body. As muscles are connected with the bones, as when there is a movement in this bone, there will be a relaxation of these muscles and contraction of these muscles takes place. Means whenever there is a movement in bone, the contraction of one muscle and relaxation of other muscle takes place. The fact for today's class is bones are hard and rigid due to presence of salt of calcium and phosphorus. The bones are hard because these are made up of salts of calcium and phosphorus. Again, have a view on the complete joints and bones. Starting from the left side, on the topmost, it is cranium. Cranium, we can say the skull, the immovable bone or joints present inside the skull. It is fixed, means it is immovable joint, it is a fixed bone. After this, its clavicle or ball and socket joint is present here, means the shoulder bone. After this, its rib cage we have studied, which protects our brain and lungs. Between the ribs, the backbone is present, which is called sternum. After sternum, its radius. Radius means the radius bone of our arm are connected with the humerus bone, means the upper bone of our hand. Next is metacarpals, means the bones of the fingers are connected with the hand. Next is femur, the thigh bone, which is the longest and the strongest bone of our body. After femur, it's tibia, which is the bone behind our thigh. Next is tarsals, means the joint of foot and the tibia bone. On moving on the right side of the bones, first one is maxilla. The sternum or skull is also called the maxilla bone. Next is neck. We have studied the pivot joint, means rotation of our skull or face towards 90-degree left, 90-degree right, 90-degree upward, 90-degree downward. So there is pivot joint present on the neck. After this, scapula or humerus, means it is again ball and socket joint. Humerus works as a ball and the shoulder bone works as a socket. Next is vertebra, which we have discussed. The vertebra are the bones or circular bones of the backbone. Next is pelvis. It is also as ball and socket joint, as pelvis works as socket and the thigh bone or femur works as a ball which fits inside the pelvis. After pelvis, it's gliding carpals. Carpals means the bones of the fingers are connected with the radius or ulna. Next one, moving to phalanges. Phalanges are the finger bones, means the bones inside our fingers are called phalanges. It's 14 in number. After phalanges, it's the patella. Patella is a hinge joint which works as hinge of our doors. As patella is connected, or we can say patella connects the femur and fibia and tibula with each other. After fibia and tibula, its gliding means movable joint which is called metatarsals, the bones of our foot. So it's all an overview of our body parts, joints, movements and movable and immovable joints present in our body. Some practice questions are for you. Backbone contains dash vertebra and is dash shaped. The next question is dash bones situated below the stomach. The next pillar is dash has ability to contract and relax movement. So it's all about our today's class. We have discussed about bone, shoulder bone, pelvic bone, skull, cartilage, muscles. Hope you all understood. If you have any doubt, revise the video again. Best of luck. Have a great day. Meet you soon in our next class.